So I know, please, bear with me because I'm bouncing about a bit here, because I don't want to kind of get too boring, too intense on these various aspects of building a spiritual foundation. Very quickly on this one, we've got spirit and psychic healing, meaningful life, meaningful journey. It's wise to look at the difference between spirit and psychic, especially for mediums. Are we given a message from the spirit world of what we call, communicating with a discarnate soul, or are we working psychically? Many people will say, not everybody's psychic. Rubbish. Everybody's psychic. And the reason being is because psyche is of the mind, equals mind. It's in any dictionary anywhere in the world. Psyche equals mind. Now we know we've all got a mind, therefore we're all psychic. It's how far or to what resonance or frequency that psychic ability is within or around each and used by us as individuals. So it's kind of wise to learn the difference very fast, because often a lot of mediumistic messages I've given up, and this is not disrespect to anybody whatsoever. We're infants of the universe. So we're all kind of, finding our way through this. But there's a big difference between a psychic message and a spiritual message from the discarnate soul who knows us and knows everything about us. And it's kind of, there's wisdom in finding out the difference. And it also has an effect on people's lives. If we are working as mediums and we give a psychic message, the power behind that psychic message may resonate to a certain point. But the power of what comes from a spiritual being, a discarnate soul, then the truth what's in there is so much more powerful. And it has a lot more meaning behind it, and a greater impact on our lives. So it's worth learning the difference between them. The healing aspect, I would say, undoubtedly, everybody's healer on many different frequencies. Just a spiritual healer channeling light from different beings. Any alternative therapist who's a healer, whatever title they go under, they're all collective. So we could say everybody's healer. Listening to somebody is healing for somebody. It's how we apply these things. Meaningful life, meaningful journey. Mindfulness, happy mind, be of service, choosing all living beings. Don't they sound wonderful? When we actually look at the words and embrace them within our hearts and minds, there's a majestic energy to those things. A meaningful life, mindfulness, being of service. Very quickly, I'd like to just do this one on being of service and choosing all the living beings. When we walk about carrying our woes and all our little complaints, what happens to them when somebody walks in the room and they're distraught or in tears, they've had a loss? What happens to all our worries and foes at that precise moment? They dissolve, they're gone. Our thought is with that person. Our thought is to comfort them. And what we call our issues or problems have gone. So why do we hang on to them? Why do we not have that mind for other beings at all times? This one is quite powerful, because we need each other. I don't believe there's not one soul on this planet what does not need somebody or each other. For me, we need each other. And the reason why we need each other is because we are each other. And I don't mean, we're all the same robotically. Absolutely, no way. That's virtually an impossibility. What I mean is, in the moments within us, as beams of light or emanations of light, we cannot be apart from other beings of light. Even scientifically, we are conscious of other beings. If we put a beam of light through a, let's say, a piece of card, and it's got a split in it, and that beam of light splits into two, and one goes off in one direction, one goes off in another direction. It's a scientific fact that eventually them two will harmonize and merge back together. But on that journey, as separate journeys, what are supposedly separate journeys, both those particles or waves of light are conscious of the other one. Amazing. And they're conscious because they are of the same consciousness. And this is how we are as human beings. However individual may seem to be, and this aspect of, no man being an island unto himself is true. We can't be. We are the one source. We are, at the moment, we could possibly say, we are the source itself.